Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with another random review, which means I review a movie randomly. Yes, that's right. And you know what the random number generator gave me this time? Well, it gave me a movie that I've actually never seen. So I was interested to check this one out. It's a movie that some people either love or hate. We'll see where I clock in on this one. My review of the 2004 sci-fi drama, The Butterfly Effect, coming up now. After 7-year-old Evan Treborn upsets his teacher with a drawing, his mother is worried he's suffering from the same symptoms as his father, who's now in a mental institution. Evan has picked up the tendency to black out during traumatic incidents. Evan's doctor suggests keeping journals as a way to try to get to the bottom of the blackouts. Years later, when Evan is in college, he learns when rereading certain entries in his journals, it enables him to go back into time and relive the incident. Evan soon begins to travel back and try to change some of the worst times of his life to make them better, but soon learns he might only make things worse. So what did I think of The Butterfly Effect? I thought it's a mediocre sci-fi drama. First off, this movie is one that will certainly divide audiences, with some thinking it's a masterpiece and some, well, not so much. While I appreciate the time-traveling aspect of the film, we've seen the elements done better before in other movies, before and after this release. The journals being used as a device is different, but there are some times where it's a little lame seeing the character read out of it to travel. My biggest problem here, though, is the film is so unpleasant and depressing overall and tries too hard to shock its audience. It goes a little too far a few times, whether it be kids putting a stick of dynamite in a mailbox, a pedophile father, or the scene that I had to look away from involving an animal. While they are traumatic incidents that have affected the characters, it becomes sickening after a while, and it could easily turn viewers away. One would think things couldn't get any worse for this character by traveling back in time, but it certainly does, as in some of these alternate realities, Evan ends up in prison or other characters suffer horrible fates. Some of the time-traveling sequences can be interesting, and some downright dumb. We also get a ridiculous, over-the-top villain who at a young age makes Norman Bates look like a sweetheart. In fact, there really are no likable characters at all. There's also a couple different alternate endings to the film, and I'll say I preferred the theatrical version opposed to the laughably stupid version in the director's cut. Ashton Kutcher stars and gives a good performance as Evan Treborn, the college student who tries to go back in time and change horrific incidents into his life and hope for a better outcomes of it. Amy Smart as Kaylee Miller, Evan's childhood friend that he was in love with and wants to be with in these different realities. Eldon Henson as Lenny, their mutual friend who was traumatized by some of the things that went down when they were kids. William Lee Scott as Tommy Miller, Kaylee's brother who is about as psychotic as it gets, and Melora Walters as Andrea Treborn, Evan's mother who's worried he's picked up his father's ability. The Butterfly Effect has its audience, and while I didn't outright hate it, it's not an experience that I'd want to sit through again. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh, it's okay. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.